Happy Sunday. This is Bobby and JJ Radio. We have Janice MacRossin and Bruce Mays. Janice is the executive director, and Bruce Mays is the president, board of directors for the Helotes Humane Society. I want to say thank you guys for hanging out with us today.
Thank you.
So we'll start with you, Janice. This is not what you started your life doing, right?
No, sir.
Running a humane society?
No, I actually, my background is as a veterinary technician, and I worked for many years in a research laboratory.
And so how did you find yourself running a humane society?
Kind of a strange story, actually. The San Antonio Animal Care Services had just opened up a brand new facility on Highway 151, which was really close to where I worked at the time. And I just wanted to go over there and kind of walk through the kennels and see the new facility. And it really broke my heart just to see so many animals with no place to go. And at the time, a lot of mother dogs with babies being born right there in the kennel that I knew probably wouldn't have a way out. And so they were kind of doomed.
Yeah.
And it really got to me. So I went back and did some thinking and thought to myself, you know, Bulverde has a humane society, Schertz has a humane society. How come Helotes doesn't have one?
Because you hadn't opened one yet.
Yeah, we're big. We're bigger than they are. We're better than they are, you know. Mm-hmm. Let's do one. So I kind of put the word out and got a group of people together, and we decided that's what we wanted to do, and here we are.
So tell us about it. How big is your operation?
Right now we have about 100 foster families that help provide care for our animals because we are 90% foster homes. We're not, that's the, you know, people don't understand that we're mostly foster homes. We've also got a lot of volunteers. We run a thrift store to help support our mission. And we average, I would say, around 100 dogs and cats at any given time, 100 of each.
And how do we get all these animals? Where are they coming from?
Most of them are strays. But we do also pull from the big city shelter like San Antonio Animal Care Services.
So if they get full, you house them?
There's a lot of rescue groups in town that do that. They can go into the animal care services and pull animals out and then adopt them out, try to find them homes.
So you said that you're just housing, so 90% of the animals are being fostered.
Correct.
Which brings me to Mr. Bruce Mays, which we know of Keller Women's Realty City View. So Bruce, talk about how you've come in connection with and started working with the Humane Society.
I've been a cat lover forever. Growing up, we had a large population of cats in our house.
And you still do?
I do. The city has a limit, and I'm at the limit. Anyway, one of the adoptees I'd adopted from another shelter as a kitten died, and it just really shook me. And then I realized how many other cats and kittens are out there that are dying. And I was looking for another cat to replace that one, and I came across the Humane Society, Helotes, their webpage, found this little kitten. Then that's when I found out how they foster them, how they do. And I adopted one, and then I came back, and I got a pair, and then I got another pair. And I actually was their best customer. That's what they told me. So anyway, it just got me involved. And then they have functions to raise money, and I started going to those. And then I got asked to be on the board of directors, and then suddenly I'm the president of the board of directors. So,
So what does the president do?
Everything the executive director can't do.
And
Good answer.
And so, talking about that, you're saying so 90% of these animals are being fostered. So if that wasn't the case, then you would have over 1,000. I mean, you couldn't have 1,000, but there's 1,000 animals that you're dealing with at any given moment.
Well, no, sir. 200. I would say about 200,
Gotcha.
250. It varies.
And so how do people get involved? Like what is the biggest need that you guys have right now?
Well, definitely the biggest need we're having this summer, and it's really apparent, is the need for foster homes. A lot of our fosters are going on vacation with their families. They're not available during the summer. And of course, the summer is when there's tons of puppies and kittens born. And we can take them, we can save them, but without a foster home to put them in, our hands are kind of tied. So we do have an urgent appeal right now for people, especially for puppies. Right now, we're kind of maxed out on kittens at the moment because there are so many being born this time of year. But puppy homes we definitely really need.
So people can just ask to, well, I'm sure there's some kind of a screening, but they can become foster parents to some of these puppies.
And we provide everything. We provide all the medical. We provide crates for them, food. We get them fixed. And it's normally a short-term commitment,
Right.
especially with puppies, because they get adopted relatively fast.
Why is that people are just looking for puppies faster than cats?
Not most people don't want to adopt an older dog, sadly. A lot of time the older dog is the best choice, but we have to counsel people what's going to fit with their family. And I think we do a pretty good job of that.
And so you also have a low monthly microchipping clinic. Talk
Yes,
about
sir.
those a little bit.
That was made available to us through the Moody Foundation. And they enabled us to be able to provide $10 microchips to anybody who needs one. So we've been having monthly clinics hitting the areas in our community, not only Helotes, but Northwest San Antonio, the unincorporated parts of Northwest San Antonio that don't fall in the San Antonio city limits.
So what does that do?
It helps you find your pet when your pet gets lost. So, for example, 4th of July is coming up. And let me tell you, the day after the 4th of July, we get hundreds of phone calls. My dog got scared by the fireworks and they broke out of my backyard. And now I can't find them.
It must be like Vietnam to them.
Yeah, it is. And,
one night.
people find animals, no microchip. But if you have a microchip and it's properly registered, then you can get your animal back within a matter of, a couple hours.
And they'll just GPS where the puppy's at or where the
No,
cat?
it
they
doesn't
read 'em.
work that way. It scans it. It's a number. And the number is registered to your information. So it's registered to
So
your
somebody would
phone
have to
number.
find-
And,
Okay.
that. And the other big thing I
You're
want
thinking
to.
like Total Recall?
Well, I was
Yeah,
hoping it was
no,
like that.
not-
Then if somebody steals your animal, you can just go knock on his door and get your puppy back or cat back.
We're not quite there yet.
That's where we need to be.
Yeah, that wouldn't start fights ever.
Like a little OnStar for your animals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're over at Fido's house.
Anyway, for more, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say the other kind of aggravating thing, and I think people don't think about it, once you do put a microchip in your pet, if you change your phone number and you don't update that in the registry, it does no good. So if your pet's microchipped, please make sure that wherever it's registered has your current information. Because if you can't find the person, you have the name and the number, but the number's no longer in service, then what do you do?
Sure.
And that happens all the time.
Well, for more information, to get your pet microchip at a very reasonable cost, to become a foster parent of a puppy or kitten or a cat or a dog, or just to get involved, call them at 210-422-6242. Again, that's 422-6242, or check out their website at hhsanimals.org.